whatever I can do on this treadmill. I was thinking, why does it hurt so much to do this? And I think, actually, on this treadmill, you gotta walk straight. You can't limp, or you can't favor one side. And I do that a lot when I'm walking outside, when I do walk. But I think that is why this is much more painful. By the way, this is the first time I've been on this in a month. When I got this thing, I thought, well, hell, I'll be able to do 20, 30 minutes a night, no problem. But walking has always been a labor, since, I started having problems with my legs, around 2015, 2016, but they've really been a problem now since I'm an amputee. But, ideally, if I didn't have no ulcers and the leg always fit good, ideally, that's the whole ideal, was to have this, to get a walk in without having to actually walk outside. But I haven't really used it like I need to. But let's face it, exercise is hard. Even if you're without disease, but if you're out of shape, if you've got, diabetes and high blood pressure and arthritis and all this shit, plus neuropathy, it ain't no fun. It ain't no fun. I used to read about, get this high of exercising and stuff. I never experienced that because I'm not healthy. Despite the weight loss, even though I've basically put on 20 pounds of fat, in the past year that I haven't been able to get rid of. You think that'd be easy to get rid of? It ain't. It ain't. Because you got daily stresses in life. You got any type of shit that's going on in your world, just preoccupies you and just gets you off the, your goal and what you want to do. If I had a perfect stress-free life, I'd probably be a lot further along than I am, but, that old thing, that old saying, life gets in the way. Life gets in the way, whatever anxiety, depression, or whatever the hell, it gets in the way. It gets in the way. There's just so many outside distractions that take you away from what you need to do. You need to do it, you'll be better off if you do it, but you don't. I've only been on this thing 4 minutes, and I feel like I've been on it an hour. Because, really in the past almost 2 years, all that walking I had done the previous 6 years, just like, it feels like I've been off 6 years instead of off a year and a half, 2 years. And only 13 walks that I kind of recorded. There's probably 2 or 3 more on top of that, so you're probably talking about 16 walks in a 3 or 4 month span. That's averages about 3 or 4 walks a month, which is pathetic. Back before I lost my leg, I was walking, I think one year I walked the entire summer, every day, rain or shine, for 5 or 6 hours a day. I'll never see those numbers again. Just like I was saying the other day, I mean, and that's before I lost my leg. I've been active really almost the past decade. You know, it just goes to show you, once the disease takes hold of you, even if you start exercising, you can still wind up losing a leg. And I think, I lost my leg and stuff because I could not control my consumption of sugar. That is my one flaw. I remember telling my doc, the guy, when I got my surgeon, I says, put me in a room with a beautiful naked woman, a big plate of, food, table food, the best fried chicken, steak, whatever, and a bucket of Reese cups. I said, I'll sniff the plate of food, I'll grab the girl, and I'll run out with candy. Because when you get right down to it, I can resist two of the three, but the candy, the junk, the donuts, it's hard to say no to that, especially when it's laying around. You're just powerless to stop it. It's just, and the food companies know what they're doing. They know that, everybody talks about willpower. What do you think the food companies would do if everybody banded together and had the willpower? And everybody stopped eating the garbage. Do you think the food companies would turn around and start making the food healthy? Or do you think they would pollute the food even more? Or make it to where you couldn't get healthy options as freely as you may be able to now? What do you think that would be? There's a reason behind it. There's a reason why they want to keep you fat and sick. It's a money maker. And plus, if you die early, it saves on things like Social Security and Medicare. Who the hell are we kidding here? If they can get you out of this world quicker, then that's good for business. People staying sick is good for business. Like they say, there's no cure. There's no money in a cure, they said. But there isn't. There is no money in a cure. First time, first time cost, if there's a cure, yeah, there's that. But if you cured everybody of heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, glaucoma, whatever it is, you put them out of business. If you made these food companies make the food healthy, they're afraid that, their sales would drop, even if everybody was eating a healthy food, because probably would not gorge yourself on the healthy food like you do the processed stuff. So that's what it's all about. It's all about, how much, how much can they get out of you? I gotta pause this for just a second. My glass is about to fall off. I don't know what makes my glasses want to fall off. Here we go again. But that's what it's about. It's all about making money. Everything's about making money. People's health. you know, it all be damned. I mean, hell, I'm all for people getting rich, but I don't think at the expense of somebody's life. And I think that's what we've done. We've decided, you know, screw people, screw them, to hell with them. You know, as long as my pockets are full, and I think that's what it is. That's what they want to do. They want to get rich and, okay, well, so the guy down the street, he can't stop himself and, you know, eating 3 or 4 boxes of Debbie's and drinking 4 or 5 liters of Coca-Cola. Oh, fuck him. You know, as long as we're getting paid, that's all it's about. As long as we're getting rich. You know, and people like me, you know, I've tried desperately. You know, and I fail on a daily basis. I mean, it's rare if I have a good day where I say to myself, hey, I didn't eat a bunch of crap that's going to hurt me. Because I'm just so hooked. You know, that's all I crave. I crave the processed garbage. You know, I'd like to try the carnivore. I might try to add some carnivore into what I'm doing. You know, it's too expensive to just eat carnivore day in and day out. And I was thinking, what if I could eat carnivore maybe 2 or 3 days a week? Would that have any type of impact? You know, and the rest of the time eat the other shit? Probably not, or maybe. But it's also mathematics, you know, it's math. If you take in less calories, no matter what it is. I mean, if you eat, you know, like Sulik said, if you eat like 1,000 calories of donuts, you're going to drop weight. It doesn't matter, you know, but that's not sustainable. It really doesn't matter what you eat, it's how much you eat. That's what it is. You know, that's where, you know, self-control, you know, I mean, that's where that comes in. You know, how much, you know, can you limit it to about 2,000 to 2,500 calories, you know, a day. You know, that's what I try to stay out, but I mean, I've had binges where I've eaten 6,000 or 7,000 calories in a day. And I've done this, you know, a lot of times. I mean, I've had 2,000 to 3,000 calories by 7 a.m. And I mean, that just gets everything off kilter. Because when you eat that much in the morning, then you wait 4 or 5 hours, and then the binge kicks in again. And before you know it, you've eaten 6,000 to 7,000 calories, or really, I haven't even tried.